That's right.
I'm going to go with Stipe Miocic. I wouldn't be surprised if JDS winds up using effective boxing, but, Stipe is one of those guys that comes to fighting at 250 pounds. The aggressor is usually going to win more often than not, just because you can't absorb punches at 260 pounds.
No, God.
So I got Stipe and still holding the belt to round out a phenomenal card that is UFC 211. Who do you got, Jerry?
I'm going to go for Stipe.
Okay.
I'm going to go for
And
Stipe.
again, this is one of those fights. This is 50-50. I wouldn't bet $1 on this fight against anybody. I think that we're in for a barn burner. I think it's going to be fun.
Mark Hunt.
I tell you what,
That's
this is a 50-50 shot. Stipe probably has a little more power. JDS has a little more technical boxing. I think that Stipe has better wrestling. I think that JDS has better jiu-jitsu. Stipe tried to throw a wheel kick. I'm going to go ahead and say that Stipe is a better athlete. JDS perhaps a little bit of a well-rounded fighter. This fight is taking place in...
This fight's going to be taking place...
We already said it. Texas.
Yeah, it's in
You know what?
Houston.
Let's go for the hometown guy. Stipe's got the belt behind him, which means JDS is going to have to beat him to get the belt. This is one where I have no idea what's going to happen, man.
You don't think you can knock somebody out on your knees? Well, Stipe remembers, and sure as hell did.
They've already fought, Stipe and JDS. JDS won a controversial decision. It was a super tough fight. That was about 3 years ago, maybe? Was
I thought you were talking about
2015, 2014? Yeah, end of 2004, December 12th. He beat Mark Hunt, Andrei Arlovsky, may he rest in peace, Fabricio Verdum, and Overeem. It's like he fought a reunion from Pride. Like everyone was at their 10-year reunion.
Right?
Steve is like, I'm going to fight them all. So, all right, we saw JDS. Who did he just fight? Ben Rothwell? Go back to JDS's recent fights. That's when Allstar said that he tapped him, but apparently he didn't. He got cracked by Allstar Overeem.
He said good night, dog.
Yeah, JDS was one of those guys where he was 15-1 before he ran into Cain Velasquez. Especially for our boy Tommy, the one who loves to stick his dick in the mashed potatoes.
Dr. Tron.
Dr. Tron. Shout out to Dr. Tron, Doctor of Dental Services, Dental Science.
There's a reason they're putting him at the top there. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason they put him at the top. It's for the belt.
Yeah. But, I mean, look at... What I was just looking at Junior Dos Santos, man, is the guy fought Cain Velasquez twice. And went the distance with him
He's
twice.
had a couple of long, drawn-out battles, man. He's got a lot of miles on the tank. He got cracked by Allstar Overeem. He got knocked into the fourth dimension.
Okay, I'm sorry. He KO'd Cain Velasquez and then lost.
That was the one where he caught him on the side of the temple. That was the first UFC on Fox card ever. They put that fight for free on Fox just to break the fans.
Say what? Pull that shit up. Velasquez versus...
Just put Cain versus JDS 1.
Yeah, I know how to search on YouTube, dog.
Okay, man. My brain works at a different speed, bro. My upload's higher.
You ain't gotta tell me.
So you guys are going to watch this right now. We're not pirating it. I'm sure that we own this.
There's stuff you can watch on there. Okay, so what Ray was breaking down was that JDS Cain Velasquez won. This is one of those just glancing...
brown crime. No, it wasn't a glancing. He caught him right over the ear. Caught him solid on the temple.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of those...
Look at JDS with that left hand out way out in front.
This is a short video, guys. So this was the very first, Ray. This was the very first UFC on Fox.
Very first UFC on Fox. And as a matter of fact, I think this was the only fight that was on Fox. They went over from FX1 or something like that. Cain with a slop. There it is, right there.
Cain
finishes the fight easily.
Was he trying to get defensive with it? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, dude. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's
probably
terrible.
took too many right there. That was Mario Yamasaki.
Oh, Mario. Maybe he was just trying to find the right time, like in a video game, like trying to just slip in there, because he knew it was like... He probably would have exploded Mario Yamasaki if he had like got in the middle between those guys.
Well, like I said, I got Stipe in this fight against guys that push a pace and do what they do. Stipe Miocic for the win, and still.
And hopefully not one too many punches from JDS like that. And
that overhand right, Cain's not going to throw a single like that anymore.
Do you think they stopped the fight too early with Jacare? I think he would have just ended up taking more punches that he didn't need to take. He was,
you know what, man?
Dazed. His eyes were
I would rather
glazed.
a ref stop it a little bit too early than stop it too late, because it's annoying when they stop it early. But when you see a guy take unnecessary punishment, like
he has to deal with that.
Not
for the rest of his life.
Not Yves Levine. Who's the one that's notorious? Steve Mazzagatti. You know, he's done a couple of Steve Mazzagatti, not Steve Maxwell. He's a dietitian.
Steve Mazzagatti.
Late stoppage. Yeah, see, that actually comes up in YouTube. Dana White's gone off on it.